go to the Statue of Liberty. And I think we should go to the Empire State Building. If we go to the Statue of Liberty, we get to take a ferry boat. Big deal. If we go to the Empire State Building, we can take an elevator of 102 floors. I like elevators. And besides, my mom said I get to pick the place when we go to that. My dad said I get to pick the place. Come on.
Huh?
I mean, from the Empire State Building,
Gee,
you can see everything.
sounds like trouble.
Well, have you ever been on a ferry boat before?
Excuse me. Gosh, I couldn't help overhearing.
Matthew, do you see what I see? Do you see Mickey Mouse? Uh-huh.
At your service.
Really?
You bet. And I know a place that might help solve your problem.
You do?
Sure. Come on.
Great.
Boy, don't talk.
Hey, I know where we are. That's the United Nations. We just studied about it in school. People from all over the world come here to work for peace. Maybe Mickey brought us here hoping we learn how to get along better.
Gosh, look. There's my friend. Yoo-hoo, Kiki.
Hi, Mickey. I thought that was you.
Hi, Kiki. Kiki's from Ghana, a country in Africa. She's one of the UN guides. These are my two pals, Matt and Alex.
Tete and Matt.
Hi.
Tete and Alex.
Hello.
Shall we?
It's great to see you back again, Mickey. Did you know Mickey's the UN's emissary of goodwill to the children of the world?
Yup. Emissary Mickey.
To the whole world?
To all the countries that belong to the United Nations, and there's over 150 of them.
Wow.
We have a flag from every member country, starting with A for Afghanistan, going to Z for Zimbabwe in Africa.
Oh, boy. There's our flag.
Look, there's flags from England and France. I recognize the Soviet Union's and Japan's.
Here's the one from my country, Ghana.
Gee.
What's this one? It's got the whole world on it.
I know. It's the UN flag.
That's right. The world surrounded by an olive branch, a symbol of peace. Would you like to go inside and see what we do here?
Yeah, sure.
You bet. Come on. Gosh.
Okay, everybody. Ready to leave the United States?
Leave? We're right in the middle of New York City.
It may look like New York City, but the United Nations isn't really in the United States of America. It's in what's called an international zone. This means that the land doesn't belong to any one country, but to all the member countries of the UN.
Bye, USA.
Bye.
Hi, Zelda.
Hi, Kiki.
I'd like you to meet some friends of mine. Of course, you know Mickey.
Hi,
金老鼠你好，
And this is Matt
小朋友你好，
and Alex.
小朋友你好。
Zelda can tell you more about what we do here. Yeah, bao.
Bye.
Hello.
Thanks.
And thank you. Gee.
So, are you enjoying your visit to the UN so far?
Yes. But I'm not really sure what you do here. I mean, how do you work for peace?
Well, try thinking of the world as one big family, like your own. Ever fight with your brothers and sisters?
Yeah, sometimes.
So, how do you settle the fight?
Well, when my sisters and I fight, the first thing my parents do is call a timeout. Then they listen to both sides of the story and try to settle the argument so it's fair for everyone.
Uh-huh.
In my family, my parents make us all sit down together and keep talking until we work out the problem.
Good.
That's great.
That's kind of how the Security Council at the United Nations work. Here comes Katarina, a guide from Sweden, to take you there.
Gosh.
Hejsan Mickey, hejsan barn.
Hello.
Hello.
So long, Zelda. And thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so come with me.
Oh, boy.
Wow, so what happens here?
This is where countries come to try and work out differences. Say Alex is one country and you are another, and you have a problem that you can't agree on. Well then, each of you would tell your side of the story to the Security Council.
Sure.
We studied the Security Council in school. It has, how many members?
15.
Oh, yeah, and they try to come up with solutions to problems that everyone can agree on, right?
Right.
Gee, just like in a real family.
With one big difference. When parents decide how a fight will end, everyone has to listen to them. The But here at United Nations, solutions are only suggestions, and each country is free to agree or disagree.
How come?
Because here all the countries are equal, so no one country can be in charge.
But what if two countries can't agree and things just get worse and worse?
Well, then sometimes the UN decides to send out peacekeeping forces to try and prevent the war. These soldiers are men and women from armies all over the world. They can be recognized by their blue helmets and the United Nations flag. They aren't sent into a country to fight, but to keep others from fighting.
Boy, my mom would love that. Someone stepping in and keeping my sisters from fighting with me.
নমস্কার, আশা করি তোমাদের এখানে ভালো লাগছে।
What?
What?
This is Meeta. She's from India.
Hello.
And I said hello, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves here. But I said it in Bengali. You see, not everyone at the UN speaks the same language. In fact, over 100 different languages are spoken here.
Gosh.
So we simplify things by interpreting into 6 official languages: Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. And everyone who works at the UN must speak one of these.
Is that what these earphones are for?
Yes, that's how we hear the interpreters. You see those booths up there?
Yep.
That's where our interpreters work. Say someone is speaking in Russian and you only speak Spanish. Well, you could dial into Spanish and then you would be able to hear in a language you understand. Let's try it.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
Okay, interpreters, are you ready?
مرحبا بكم في الأمم المتحدة.
Bienvenue à l'Organisation des Nations Unies.
欢迎来到联合国。
Добро пожаловать в Организацию Объединенных Наций.
Bienvenido a las Naciones Unidas.
Welcome to the United Nations.
Gee, thanks.
These interpreters are so good that they can listen to a speech in one language and translate into another at the same time.
You want to try?
Sure.
Alex, dial in Russian on your headset. It's position 5.
And Matt, how about trying Chinese? That's position number 6.
Now, Mickey, say something in English.
It's well here at the United Nations.
كم هي عظيمة الأمم المتحدة.
C'est merveilleux ici aux Nations Unies.
在联合国真棒。
О, здесь вон здорово!
Qué chéveres son las Naciones Unidas.
It's swell here at the United Nations.
Boy, that sure is neat. Thanks. Goodbye.
مع السلامة مات.
See ya.
Au revoir, Matt et Alex.
Matt, Alex, до свидания.
That was fun.
Hi, Nika. Hi, Katarina. Oh, it's Helen.
Hi, Helen.
This is Helen, and she's from Austria.
I'm here to take you to the General Assembly.
Okay.
Thanks, Mita. Thanks, Katarina. That was well.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Gosh.
This room is huge.
Yeah, that's because every member country of the UN has a seat in the General Assembly. Normally, each country is represented by a person called an ambassador. But today, some special friends have come and offered to show you how the General Assembly works.
Hi, Mickey. Hi, Mickey.
Hiya, gang.
Now, if each of our friends was a real ambassador, they might be here today to discuss anything that could affect the whole world.
You mean like war or peace?
That's right. And lots more, like pollution, drug abuse, ending world hunger, fighting disease, improving education and housing, you name it.
And what happens after they talk about these things?
Then each country votes on what to do about the problem. Let's say one country makes a suggestion and wants to know what the other countries think. It's put to a vote. Each ambassador pushes the button on his or her table. Then, how they voted is shown over there. Every country at the UN, no matter how big or small, has just one vote. When enough countries agree, they start to solve the problem. Look, here's Miguel, a guide from Venezuela. He's an expert on UNICEF.
Would you like to see UNICEF?
Sure.
Then come with me.
Okay.
Bye, have fun.
Okay, bye, Helen. Thank you.
And thanks to all of you, too.
Bye-bye. Bye. UNICEF because my parents send UNICEF greeting cards. My mom says she buys the cards because the money UNICEF makes from them helps kids.
Yep.
How?
Well, we found the best way to help children is by helping the communities they live in. So we teach people all over the world how to help and care for one another.
Gosh, how do you do that?
One way we do that is to train teachers to help people learn to read and write. And we also try to help if a disaster strikes.
Like an earthquake?
Yes, or a drought. You know, when there is not enough rain, which can destroy a country's crops, we deliver emergency food and supplies. Then we teach people new ways to farm. That way, there will be food in years to come. One of the other problems many countries face is not having enough clean water to drink. And without clean water, people can get very sick. UNICEF helps these people find new ways to dig wells in their villages so there will be a supply of healthy water.
Wow, I never realized there were places without clean water.
And without a lot of other things too, like health workers, medicines and supplies. But we're working hard to change this.
How?
Well, UNICEF trains local people to become health workers. They give out some medicines, show people what foods are healthiest to eat, teach them to boil water so it's safe to drink. Things like that. Remember when you were little and you got shots, you wouldn't get polio and other diseases?
Yeah, who could forget?
It's true, shots might not be fun, but they can save your life. That's why UNICEF wants to see every child everywhere gets his shot. In fact, we're trying to wipe out some of these diseases completely, like polio. Oh, here's Hawa. She's from Sierra Leone.
Pua.
Pua.
She's going to tell you more about UNICEF.
Bye, Miguel.
Bye, Miguel.
Adios.
Thank you.
Tell me, what's your favorite thing to buy with a dime?
Maybe some stickers. If you ask me, you can't buy much with a dime.
Well, in many countries of the world, a dime can save a life. Thanks to these little packets that cost less than 10 cents, millions of babies are saved every year.
Gosh, how do they work?
Well, sometimes when you get really sick, your body loses lots of water. That's called dehydration, and it's one of the biggest causes of babies dying in the world. The problem is, if you get too dehydrated, just drinking water won't help. But the solution in the little packets helps the body hold that water.
That's swell.
Boy, all that for a dime.
That's right. Now I think there's someone else you should meet.
Oh boy, there she is. It's my friend, Yukiko. Let me introduce you to my pals, Alex and Matt.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
That's hello in Japanese.
And you know Hawa.
Hi, Hawa. Mind if I take our guests outside? My friends and I have something we want to show them.
Of course. Smile away, Matt, Alex. Smile away, Mickey.
Smile away.
Wow, look at that.
Many countries give the UN gifts, but I think this peace bell is extra special. Not just because it's from my home country, Japan, but it's made out of coins collected by children from around the world.
What does it say?
It says, "Long live world peace."
Gosh, now that has a nice ring to it.
Can we ring it?
Sure, go ahead.
Toy, oh toy.
Do you think there'll ever be peace in the world? I think it depends on us. Yeah.